lessons.
Ang Digos Metro Lions Club diri sa Digos City nagpatigayon og Youth Pulse Perspective on Peace and Mental Health 301 District. Ang 301 District naglangkod kini og 57 clubs. Ang naa dinhi karon nga mao participants is naa sa 17 clubs karong buntaga. So syempre this is Mindanao wide, nagipatigayon dinhi hosted by Digos Metro Lions Club. Kung itong makita, adunay mga participants sa kalain-lain ng mga schools ang musalmot karong adlaw. And of course, from 8 to 3 p.m. ang mga aktibidad. Ang International Association of Lions Club Digos Metro, mo kini ang local organization dinhi sa Digos City. So karong buntaga masinati nato unya dito sa atong event ang maong ipatigayon. So kini nga pagpatigayon mga pangga doon na ni siya diri sa Big 8 magpatigayon karon og youth speak, and we have also the Reels and Lions talk and peace poster exhibition of aduna po tayo cosplay.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, students. Good morning to all fellow Lions. Today, we have a district-wide activity. So, as president of Digos Metro Lions Club, MGF, I call this district-wide Youth Pulse Perspective on Mental Health and Peace call to order.
And members of Digos Metro Lions Club, Chairman of the Peace Poster Contest, Lenore Abbott, our membership team, Chairperson Kuya Boying Hao, teachers, students, good morning. Welcome to the Youth Forum on Mental Health and Peace. We will have in the morning the Youth Forum on mental wellness, and the afternoon we will have the Peace Poster Contest in Mindanao, and we will be announcing the winners. And the winner of the Mindanao Peace Poster will be our entry to the national contest in Metro Manila, and the Philippine winner will be submitted to the international contest competing with 200 countries in the world. So hopefully one of the entries here in Mindanao will win in the national competition and hopefully will represent the country. So welcome everyone. I hope you will enjoy listening to the youth on their perspective on mental wellness and peacefulness. And we will also enjoy the workshop to be given by Dr. Carl Undina, and there will be a workshop on mindfulness. Enjoy, everybody enjoy. And Myla Tando will be here, who will give us a workshop on mindfulness. So enjoy the afternoon activity also, because we will have cosplay, and some of the kids will also speak about peace in the afternoon. So welcome and enjoy the day. God bless us all.
The first one to speak is 12 years old from Southfield Learning Center, and he will talk about breaking the stigma. Let's talk about mental health, addressing why it's okay to talk about mental health struggles and how supporting each other helps. Let's now call on Kendrick Camilio.
Depression. It's often a wake-up call of our minds. A difficult mental state that can actually help us see life from a new perspective. As young people, we're constantly learning and growing. Depression is like a sad reminder that challenges exist. And sometimes we find ourselves asking big questions like, why do I exist? Or what if nothing is real? Today, I want to share my ways on dealing with tough times and managing our mental health. When we're feeling down, what can we do to cheer up? I usually start by trying things I enjoy, like my favorite hobbies or activities. Still feeling sad? I try to focus on positive memories. Maybe times when I scored well on exams or just had fun with friends. Connecting with loved ones like friends or family can make a huge difference. They're often the best support system. I spend time with them, play games, talk, or just enjoy each other's company. If one of us here doesn't have anyone available to support him or her right now, whoever you are, don't worry. You're not alone in facing these thoughts. When negative thoughts come, remember to avoid acting on them. Intrusive thoughts may make things seem worse, but it's important to stay calm and take a moment to think clearly. To handle tough times, let's try looking at our situation from a fresh perspective. Let's avoid overthinking, as it can make things more overwhelming. Instead, let's work on clearing our mind, which can help us think of solutions more effectively. If we can't seem to clear our mind, let's talk to someone we trust, like a family member. Connecting with loved ones can make us feel lighter, and they might also help us see life in a new way. Also, remember the importance of building connections. Having good relationships helps us feel supported. With friends or family by our side, we don't have to face these challenges alone. Just talk and connect.
Now, let's have the next speaker is also from Southfield Learning Center. The title of her topic is Finding Strength in Difficult Times. This is about building resilience. Okay, she's going to discuss the resilience and how to handle setbacks, disappointments, and personal challenges. And by the way, let me remind you, the ones who create their speech are they themselves, not the teachers. Wow. Okay, so they wrote their speeches. Kala niyo, teacher, hindi po. They're the ones who wrote their speeches. Now let's have, I'm very proud to present to you talking about building resilience, Gabriel Bukod, 12 years old.
Do you have a friend you sometimes argue with? I do. I have a friend who can be really annoying, but also knows how to make me feel better. The funny thing is, she doesn't even know she frustrates me. Some days, I'm super patient, but on other days, my patience is really short. I guess it's because I got a little bit of my mom and dad's temper. Since I'm the only girl in the family with 2 older brothers, I grew up with a lot of chaos. I was super pampered as a little kid. When I became a teenager though, I learned that I couldn't always control other people. I got my first iPhone when I was 12. And even though I don't mind letting other people borrow it, it frustrates me if they keep it for too long. It's my phone, and I want to take good care of it. Sometimes, people fond of calling names on me. And while I try not to let it bother me, it frustrates me. As class president, I've had to figure out ways to stay calm and lead my classmates. I try not to get involved in other people's drama or small talk because I'd rather focus on the good things around us. What I've learned is that we should all treat other people the way we want to be treated. Everything is not always about us. Other people have feelings too. So if we stay positive and let go of the negative thoughts around us, we'll see that there are so many great things waiting for us. So let's respect each other's space, be kind, and focus on the good things around us. Thank you.
Now let's have our next speaker is also from Southfield Learning Center. The title of his speech, You Are Not Alone. How to support friends going through tough times. So he's going to share his story And then he wants to encourage kids to check in on each other and offer support if a friend seems to be struggling.
Hello everyone. I want you to imagine something for a moment. Picture your best friend feeling really down, almost ready to give up on their dreams. They're at their lowest and feeling like there's no one there for them. What would you do? How would you help? Hi, I'm Isaiah, and today I'm here to share you a story about friendship, support, and what it means to be the light for others when they're going through a dark time. Let's dive in. So, this story starts with my cousin Cedric, his little brother, and our friend Kyle. Together, we were the squad, and we were inseparable. Every weekend was our new adventure. Hide and seek, superhero missions, even pirate treasure hunts. We thought it would last forever. But one weekend, Kyle wasn't there. At first, we thought it was just a fluke. But then we realized that Kyle's parents didn't want him hanging out with us anymore. It was like a gut punch. Our squad wasn't the same without him. We catch glimpses of him at Cedric's front yard watching us play. His face looked so lonely. So then I realized how powerful loneliness can be. It changes people, makes them feel invisible. So Cedric and I decided to wave at him, play near his house, and chat with him. And sometimes he'll wave back with a small smile. This made him feel comfortable. This experience taught me that real friendship isn't about the fun. It's about being there when someone feels alone. Just showing up for a friend, even in the littlest of ways, can make all the difference. So, if you have a friend feeling really down, reach out. Show them they matter. True friendship is powerful and something we should all take care of. Thanks for listening. And let's be there for each other. Thank you.
Now, he will talk about how to manage stress. Okay, let's hear Kin Ayana Custodio.
Good morning, everyone. I am Keen Ayana R. Custodio, and I'm here to talk about tips on how to handle school stress and pressure. Now, for decades, academic pressure has been a feature in education, significantly contributing to the challenges that students encounter, including heavy workloads, rising stress levels among adolescents, from the era of demanding exams and intensive study schedules to the present-day competition for college admissions, continue to grapple with immense academic stress and burdens that affect students' performance.
So let me give you tips on how to handle this stress and pressure. First, ask for help. Asking for help reduces stress and pressure by sharing workloads, gaining new perspective, fostering supportive connections, and improving efficiency and building confidence, and it prevents burnouts and makes challenges more manageable. Now, there is nothing wrong of asking questions time to time. Because not all the times do we know all the answers, am I right? Like me, I am the student that does not learn the lessons immediately that the teachers that give me. So mostly I tend to ask questions to my teachers or classmates to help me specify or give me insights or other views about that specific lessons. So when you're asking questions, it enhances your understanding. So when it comes to studying exams or preparing for your tests, it makes studying easier because it lessens the hours that you take on studying, and it makes you more confident in answering your exams. Second, start a study group. Starting a study group can help reduce stress and pressure in school because it allows you to share workloads, learn from others, and clarify difficult topics together. It also creates supportive environment where we can motivate each other and making studying more enjoyable and less overwhelming. So starting a study group is what I mostly do. It is a great way to lessen your stress because you share your heavy workloads with your friends and they tend to keep you on track if you are lost or not focusing on your exams, and they can also help in encouraging you to do your best in exams and not worry about the grades. And the last, time management. Time management reduces school stress by helping students stay organized and avoid procrastination and balancing tasks. It prevents last-minute rushes, improves focus, and allows time for relaxation, and reduces feelings of being overwhelmed. A clear schedules lead to better performance and less pressure. So now, this last tip is what I use, and it is very helpful for me when I turn to a senior high school student, because it personally helps me on my day-to-day basis on handling my schoolworks, and it creates a stress-free approach to school tasks. First, guys, I know, especially to my fellow students, I know that you always say this phrase or terminology nga, hala, kuan man din, naman di ko'y assignment. Ay, niya na lang na, uy, taas subitog oras. Or, alam, naman di ko'y assignment to. Ay, cellphone sa ko'y, mga 5 minutes lang. And you won't realize that you've spent hours in scrolling your phones and you miss your homeworks that you were supposed to do that day. See, look at the times that you've wasted when you could have done your homework early. This is one of the advantages of time management. It helps you assess your times and will lessen your school stress and pressure as you manage to pass your tasks or assignments in time. So in conclusion, asking for help, starting a study group, and practicing time management are effective strategies for handling stress and pressure in school. Seeking help ensures clarity and support. Study groups encourage collaboration and shared learning, while time management promotes organization and balance. Together, these approaches build confidence, improve academic performance, and create healthier and less stressful school experience. Thank you.
Now, we have the last speaker for this session. And she is the youngest among the roasters, among the speakers. And he will talk about mindfulness for kids, all right? He'll talk about how to fight against boredom. Are you ready to listen?
Yes!
I'm very excited to present to you the last speaker youth speaker for this forum. It's no other than our Lion Bugso of Southwell Learning Center.
Assalamu alaikum. So, what do I do when I'm bored? Great question. Well, I love to read, and guess what? I've already read over 1,600 books. Pretty cool, right? Now, some people think being bored is the worst, but I don't see it that way. Being bored can actually be a superpower. It makes our imagination grow. Yes, really. When we're not focused on gadgets or screens, our minds start to wander, and that's when creativity kicks in. If you're ever bored, I totally suggest reading. Books open up worlds full of magic, adventure, and excitement. Plus, they let us imagine endless possibilities, like going on quests or meeting amazing characters. You see, a lot of kids feel upset when they're bored. I get it. But what if instead we saw it as a chance to create? Boredom gives us time, and with time, we can learn new things, read, or even draw. Life isn't always super exciting, right?
Right?
Sometimes it's just a bit, well, meh. But here's something I learned. Boredom is all about our attitude. It's like suffering in disguise. But do you ever stop to celebrate? When you're not bored or when you feel great. It's like waking up without a toothache. Something small, but it makes the day better. Once I started looking at boredom like this, everything changed. Now, when I feel that blah, bored feeling, I dive into my imagination. I might think up a new story, plan a cool invention, or make up fun ideas for later. The next time you're bored, don't just reach for a gadget. Let your brain take you on an amazing adventure. Thanks for listening. And remember, boredom is not the enemy. It's a chance to explore, dream, and make life more interesting.
Me, without you guys, this film wouldn't happen. Of course, this film talks about the negativity of a person's mind. This is a film that talks about the negative thoughts that can spiral within our minds that could ruin us, that could give us loneliness. Of course, that is why I made this film. Me and my team made this film to show and to shed light to all of you. This film is not just to show the negative effects, the side effects of having a negative mind, but this is to show that to be a little kind with yourself and understand yourself. And also, our enemy, it's not your neighbor, it's not the people beside you, it's not your ex-best friend, not anyone, but yourself. You have to accept that we are humans. We have to accept that we are not perfect. But we have to accept that we can also love ourselves. That is why choose to love instead of hate. Choose to not hate yourself. Choose to love.
Yes.
That is why I will show you this film. I will share with you this film.
Thank you.
Once again, thank you.
Wow.
Our guest speaker hails from Davao City and is widely respected as an academician criminologist and a certified life coach. His academic journey is nothing short of remarkable. He began by earning his Bachelor of Science in Criminology from the University of Mindanao, where he graduated as the Senior of the Year. Building on this strong foundation, he pursued a master's degree in criminology, specializing in law enforcement administration. and later earned a doctorate in criminal justice with a specialization in criminology, also from the University of Mindanao. But his thirst for knowledge didn't stop there. He expanded his expertise globally, earning certifications in information security from the University of London, successful negotiation from the University of Michigan, and an international life coach certification from the Academy of Modern and Applied Psychology. As a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, he has honed his understanding of both criminology and human behavior, solidifying his reputation as a well-renowned expert. In a career spanning over a decade, he has excelled in both academia and the corporate world. He has served as a deputy security officer and bank investigator for One Network Bank or BDO, and has held prominent academic positions, including dean and professor, in prestigious institutions such as Universitas Bayangkara Jakarta Raya in Indonesia, the University of Mindanao, Holy Child Central Colleges, Golden Heritage Polytechnic, and St. Michael College of Caraga. Through these roles, he has profoundly influenced the next generation of criminal justice professionals. He is also a visionary entrepreneur, serving as the founder of Carl Rondina Research and Life Coaching Services, where he helps individuals unlock their potential through innovative coaching and mentoring. Likewise, he was the past president of Davao City Santa Ana Lions Club and the immediate zone chairperson in Davao region. Today, we are privileged to hear from a man who seamlessly combines academic rigor, practical experience, and a passion for personal development. His story is one of leadership, service, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our distinguished guest speaker, no other than Dr. Leo Carlo B. Rondina.
Good morning to everyone. Mga bata, good morning. Pero Lions, good morning. At tayo maulong at tayo binisaya. Ito yung mga English speaking. Anyway, kataas ba sa introduction? By the way, before I proceed, I'd like to introduce my colleagues, my workplace counselor, Ma'am Miss Max Algones, resident psychometrician. So, later I'll give him time to talk about depression kasi yun ang nag-handle when it comes to mental health. Wow! Very nice presentation. Kasi elementary dire, yan. High school. Oh. Mga nanay nasa likod o mga fellow lions. Okay, you know, kids, depression is a misused word right now. Because as human as we are, normal lang we feel pain, normal that we cry, normal nga we disappoint, and normal ra po nga we feel something uneasy because of what is happening in our life. Way back 3 years ago, when I started my research and life coaching, academician ko. But then, because of pandemic, we figure out that the next problem that might arise will be mental health. Because during the time of pandemic, it give us it bar us from socializing. Human are social being. We need each other. That is our strength. That is our advantage over other form of animal. Animal magyapon no, highest form lang. First class lang kumbaga. But the difference with us, with other animals, that we are rational being and we are social being. Social being in a sense that we need each other. We need to talk, we need someone to share joy, we need someone to lean on when we are in a stage and we are sad, and so on and so forth. But because of pandemic, dito siya nag-reduce. Nag-reduce ang atong capability to socialize. So what was the alternative? Social media. Kisa ka istorya karon, Instagram, Facebook, si TikTok, Reel, sa mga platform. And then there are some of us, especially your generation, you belong to Generation Z. Kami, nabilong pa mi sa Generation X or millennials pa ko, di talayo. For some of us dire, nabilong sa baby boomers. Inyong mga parents, belong sila sa baby boomers. And each generation na sa ginatawag nga characteristics. Kamo, kay Generation Z naman mo, you are, sa tawagan na, technology ancient. Pasabot, pagpanganak pa lang sa inyo, hawad na mo daan sa technology. Di na mo mabuhi o buhay technology. Correct. When everything you do, kailangan, you need cellphone, you need gadgets for you to live. We, in our generation, we can, okay, transition mami, we can do a manual. Ibutang mo ni mo bukid, nga mga tao lang, mag-chismis, mag-marites, okay na na. But for you, you can survive in that world. That gives you an advantage and also disadvantage. Inaingon nila social media is one of there are advantages and disadvantages. As I mentioned earlier, depression is a misuse word because kung makapil na gamay o sakit, na-depressed na. Nabagsak lang sa exam, na-depressed na. Laki-lak na yan. Namali lang isa, ang iyang 1 to 199 na score, na-depressed na. Because I'm just second grade, trying hard. Sa mga third grade. Imbis nga ako to. So, the level of perfection of you is very high. And take note, pagtaas ang atong level sa expectation, taas po na itong level of frustration. Why? Taas na dami. Look at average people. I know, kadaghan na rin may intelligent, no? May kayo mo, you know, you're prone to that frustration. Because, nag-expect mo taas sa inyong sarili. Or maybe, your parents are expecting much from you. And then, when you don't reach that expectation, frustrate mo. To the extent, ay ma-depress kunuhay mo. I tell you, life is roller coaster. There are times na naka sa taas, there are times na naka sa baba. Dili pwede nga naka sa taas, permi. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we learn. Don't take it as lose. Wala ka ng first honor. Second honor lang ka, wala ka na honor. You think of yourself as loser? No. Don't. Isa na may kailangan niya. Just take it as learning. O say kulang. that is also an opportunity for you to improve. Not all the time you are the center of the universe. There are times nga there is someone who is more prepared than you. Not better than you, more prepared. So, ang iyong preparation, kung ikaw nagabasa ka, nag-study ka 5 hours, siya 10 hours, 12 hours. So, what do you expect? So, mas kayo ko itong advantage sa inyo. So, that's how we deal ourselves, especially sa inyo, no? Earlier, I was profiling you. I was thinking kasi nga mga adult na, in life coaching, I usually handle high school to 40 years old. Yung karon medyo mabata karon, so nag-istorya mi sa akong psychometrician na mag-adjust sa setup. So that's how you deal, especially sa inyong stage karon niya, napa mo sa foundation. You need to be resilient, you need to be aware. Social media, try to, di magmaiwasan, try to look at positive things. Avoid looking at negative. Ito katong ipangpakita ninyo. I suggest na when you do your personal browsing, you have to avoid. Kung kita mo dito mga content about depression, about anxiety, about negative things, try to avoid. Positive thought dapat. You know why? The more nimo gina-instill na sa imo nahuna, the more nga ma-adapt nimo. Diba natin saying, tell me your friends are and I will tell you who you are. Kung kisa tumamigo na nimo, ingana ka. In your case, kisa amigo nimo karon social media. So kung usay ginatanaw nimo diya, most probably that will be you one day. If you look at more on depression, mga content about anxiety, about suicidal, as the case may be, there's a tendency for you na ma-absorb nimo na. So right now, pagtanaw na lang mo, you know, in China, let me give you an example. Ang algorithm sa ilang TikTok and other platform, naka-block na siya. Ang ilang algorithm nito more on competition, more on math, more on mga education, more on positive things. Dili ka kita dito mga content usually kamay nga na. Because it is being controlled by the government. But in Philippines, even in other country, open. Nagabuhat to content eh. So, what do you expect? Right now, natatingala nga ko nga nanay ko na, although I predicted 3 years ago pa, there is mental health week na. Nanay discussion about like this. Way back 5 years ago, topic like this is wala sa consideration. Why? Wala kina-consider ang mental health issues sa Pilipino because Filipino are naturally resilient. Hilak ra na, kanang mga dako da, maghilak, mag-inom, okay na. Okay na, problema, hilak-hilak, okay na. Mga bata, mag-away, magsumbakay, okay na. Wala na. But today, it's different. Ano man, mag-away dito sa social media, post na yun. I feel betrayed.
Pati dago na sakdan.
Siyempre, kaning mga nanay o tatay, natakdan po ni sa anak. Kaya kini generation ninyo lang ha. Kusok kayo na manundok. Sa una, nagtuon-tuon pa karon mo na kusok mag-post ang mapalautang. Sorry. But I'm trying to emphasize that. Sa una mga God, we are resilient. But today, because of the advent of technology and changes of time, nagaweaken ang atong social capability. So the counter for that is try to secure ourselves. You know, when you are secure, when you are resilient, psychologically, whatever the influence, whatever the circumstances in your environment, you can handle it. But if you are vulnerable, imong papa, imong mama, silang away, ikaw, dili ka pinangga sa imong papa, imong mama, mas pinangga imong ate. Kay imong ate, honor, niya ikaw, wala kay honor. Iyang baon, mas dako kay sa Southwind nag-eskwela. Niya ikaw, kay dito ka sa public school eskwela, gamay yung baon. Gamay yung baon na, kay public lumitaw ka. So ikaw, nagsakit mo buhot? Adapted man siguro ko. Layas talaga ko. So, sa tendency, adto ka sa imong friends. You know, as human as we are, we need the so-called sense of belongingness. Which supposedly, in your age, trabaho na ni, or obligation ni family. The family is there as a basic unit society to nurture you as to what to do, to guide you as to what to do. But the problem is, there is a problem in your home, in your family, you will seek it from other group. Dito na magsugod ni mga ginatawag ng mga BI. You know what's BI? Bad influence. Okay lang kung amigo ni mo mga tarong. Okay lang kung amigo ni mo mga competitive. Pero kung ang amigo ni mo mga buliyakon, that's how it started. You know, sa criminology, we study crime, mo na bata pa lang, ang krimen magud nagsugod na sa bata. Nakita na yung potential criminal tendency from your heredity to your background. So manadako kayo role ang education to counter that. You are very privileged that you are in good school, you have a good education because that would be your edge to the future. Foundation ni mo na security mo na para dili ka malayo with some, you know, those living in slum areas or kanang nag-eskwela o grade 1 niya, section 11, section 15. So, ang tendency na nila, magkabarka daw di mayo, the tendency is that mga kriminal usahay. So, for you, mga bata, just think positive. Do not entertain as much as possible negative thought. Because once, kaya mo ganito una-una, whatever i-feed ni mo sa imo una, that would be you in the future. So, ginapit, sa reading, they suggest nga, you read. Ang akong ginaingon sa coaching is that, what are the content nga mo ginaread? So, dapat, tanawon po. Because if you read mga novel, ako personally, I don't read fiction. Usually, non-fiction ako nabasa sa science puro na non-fiction because I don't like fiction because dito na pag fiction na good para nindot ang story sa dagan dapat na ibilin na hero ano man ang story dili gwapong istorya kung walay kontrabida then ang love story yun na love story triangle along the way sa love story na commotion na struggle na ay mga away-away na ibang night crime, no? Para ma-intense ang emotion, cry, gipatay sa ingani. So, muna gina-input ni sa imong mind, what will happen to you? Daghan kag mga alam. You know, children nowadays are, daghan kay nabalan. You know, I was listening the reflection of you about the film. Maayo kayo input, mga kuyawa, pwede mag-live ko sa bataan. But of course, it comes with experience man, no? Sorry, mangyana ka, but then in reality, it's something different man. So, nga na lang, avoid negative thoughts and then try to strengthen yourself with education, with good environment if you can. Select your friends. Dapat ang friend na you can acquaint others naman, but then kisa tong sabay-sabayan nimo at least kato pong maka-influence sa pudong tarong. And then of course guidance from adult are very important, especially parents. Kaya there are theories in sociology nga ang bata daw without guidance of the adult, they're prone to commit an act which is somehow a violation. So, I think those are the things nga dapat latency stage pa magod mo. Wa pa mo kabul sa puberty stage. So, kani magong stage ninyo, whatever issues, whatever experiences may encounter ninyo karon, mga frustration, mga whatever, mag-record magod na in the later days of your life. For example, trust issues karon. Trust issues sa gibetray kasi mong friend kay nagingong kang crush ni mo timong classmate ay lagsaba. Na pag ingon dito nga ingon si kong crush na ay lagsaba. Ingon na po pikas si kong ay lagsaba. Networking effect. Guilty, guilty dali. So karon, tingala kang ikaw na lang kabalo sila tanan. So, the moment na realize na ibalan mo, it's too late. Kabalo ng tibok campus. So you feel betrayed. Oh, I was betrayed. Nga akong best friend nga gi-entrust na ko sa akong very secret. Iyang gi-expose. So karon na kay transisyon karon na din ako mosali gani mga friend kay mga trahidor kayo. Later days of your life mo balik gihapon na. Muna in our life coaching session, dahil nakaduol sa mga client the problems or kailangan pa coach, nagabalik mi aning stage, latency and puberty stage. Because diha na mo ginatanaw where it came from, asa ang root aning issues niya. Today, at least aware na mo, at least maiwasan ninyo, hopefully that in the future, dili mo magkaroon ng mga issues kaya nga. If ever man you encounter such thing, like frustration, pain, take it as learning, part of the learning. Normal na, taoro ta, sakitan ta, ma-frustrate ta. It's normal. It's part of life. It's part of learning. And it gives you more strength. Kasi magkukuha tayo problema, may lami kong kinabuhi. Do you agree? Hindi pa mo agree, kaya may problema eh. Yung problema lang baon, klase. But for the adult here, kabalon na sila. Nga pag walay problema, murag, walay, challenge bitaw, murag usapan eh. Pero pag may problema, diha atong mind mag-design to solve problem. So, unsa may solve na to what problema? O na nga ang uban, tingala ka, kaya ni bataoy, dato ang ginikanan. Bright, ta, tsuraan, niya, will support niya, nagbinuang, nangita problema.
Nangitag problema.
Nangita sa problema, gawa sa problema.
Gaway problema.
Pero katong mga bata nga nagbulag ang ginikanan, nagpuyo sa kuwan, kaning kamot, may kao ng eskwela, ning kamot, nagtinarong. Sumay pa niya siya, kaya nagtinarong. Kasi siyempre, daghan naman sa problema. Alang mangita pa siya.
Correct.
That's wala na ito na gina-recognize sometimes nga. At aday kailangan mo na parents sometimes, if there are opportunity for your children to learn. Ang akong dissertation mo sa doctoral is parenting style. Mo na nga, give your children an opportunity to learn from themselves. Dili pwede nga
kada madagma kuan na yon kunya pag dili ma-honor mo to kasi kula away din mo maestra ano na person ra kung anak ka bright ani hilak-hilak ko anak kay imong gi give them time to explore, give them time to learn. Kung mahilak, mahilak ka kadali, ay comfort na po. Because the moment i-pampered na to, the tendency is that they can stand in their own in the long run. Mo nang pampered, sahay.
Igo kay ko
So, sige lang. Akala dyan na sama-sama bata lang din. But anyway, kung nakakadiya, at least, kung may opportunity to learn naman. Sa atin sa mga bata lang, sa mga nanay, no, nanay, give them time to explore, give them time to learn. Okay, so,